Now, you mean like too?
Yeah, just recently I've been there. Just recently been there, and I went and did this plant medicine, and I started like, but they record you while you do it, like while you're under it, so then you can go back and listen to the recording after. Most of the stuff I was saying was just like, "Am I okay? Am I okay? Am I okay?" It was just like this, like this voice
doing that to get over that feeling embarrassed, like just feeling a lot of shame. I did a lot of things to get over all these dumb things I feel shame about, because I had a lot of guilt and shame I get from growing up, I think, Catholic. And so I started doing a bunch of stuff to get me over that, and just not care about what people thought anymore, because I realized that was keeping me prisoner in my own life. Wow. And I wasn't able to like live it how I wanted. And if I kept doing it, I was just gonna wake up one day and be old and be like, where the fuck did my life go? I didn't even do what I wanted because I was so worried about what everybody else was thinking about me.
Do you know how you kind of got through that moment? I can relate to that a lot. Like recently I finished touring for like a long time, and I've been touring for like, I don't even know, I've probably done half the weekends every year, 4 days a week for 20 years maybe, every other week. So not all the time, but I've been touring for a long time, and now there's just like, I have no comedy dates on the books. I don't even have to do it if I don't want to. It's like, I do want to, I'm feeling, but it's like, but for the first time I was like, a little bit of me was like, well, who am I? Like, I didn't have, I always kind of define myself, I think, by like achievements, like some sort of achievement. And I don't even feel much reward from achievements, but it's just the only way I knew to like have like, to define myself for some reason.
It's like a measure, at least.
Yeah. It was just something like, am I okay? Like, I guess this means I'm okay, right? If I'm achieving something, then I must be okay, right? So that's just been like such a spot where I'm at.
Right now, you mean like too?
Yeah, just recently I've been there. Just recently been there, and I went and did this plant medicine, and I started like, but they record you while you do it, like while you're under it, so then you can go back and listen to the recording after. Most of the stuff I was saying was just like, "Am I okay? Am I okay? Am I okay?" It was just like this, like. This voice inside me was asking this all the time.
So do you feel like when you achieve things, you're like, okay, well, I must be doing fine because I did this and this and this, but then you feel kind of empty inside because it's more like, oh, this is just something that everybody gets to see that you did, but it's not really about you. It's not really necessarily like, do you know you're like the things you value? Do you live with like doing things like, oh, I'm nurturing this thing that I value and this thing? Or is it more like, oh, this is the goal I need to achieve, and then you kind of ignore what you value to get to it?
No, I don't ignore what I value to get to it, but I think I haven't had like a lot of like strong list of what my values are. I think I have them. I know I have them, but I've never really kind of listed them out. So funny you say that. That's kind of like what I'm working on with this therapist right now, is like, well, what are your values? What are your beliefs? And actually being able to see, okay, well, what I'm doing, does this go towards, does this like honor those, or is this something that doesn't honor those?
Right.
So at least to give me more of like a map, like kind of a chart of what's going on.
Yeah.
No, I just think I didn't know any way. I never felt like, look at me. I just felt like, well, what's a way that you can know you're okay? And it's like, okay, well, if I have to achieve something, right? Like if I do something, then we get it done, and everybody and it seems like everybody thinks it's fine, then it must be fine. I just didn't have any. I didn't have any other. I'd never had a pattern built inside of me that's like, well, this is really what means something to you, and this, Does that make any sense? Even?
I think so, if I'm understanding it correctly. So it's kind of like it doesn't feel almost though like then you're not super present in your life when you're focusing on like, okay, this is what I got to do, and then you're not really like really absorbing every moment, and then that gives you so much anxiety, because then you get to it and it's like, oh, well, where did all that time go that I got to this, but I didn't even live, and now more time has passed and now I got it, but to what cost? I didn't even like really spend the time enjoying it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's so crazy. It's like you're reading what I was writing out yesterday. Yeah, that's what this therapist was saying. It's like, well, you have to take time when you have certain things that you're proud of, that you recognize that with yourself. Like, hey, man, I'm proud of you. You did a good job, or we did a good job, or this is neat. And so, yeah, I don't know. I I didn't have a strong other value system. Like, thankfully, I didn't have like a strong immoral value system where I thought like crime or murder or stuff like that was okay. I knew those things, but I didn't have a much other sense of like, yeah, I don't know. I guess the only way I knew how to be seen, like, I guess if it was some sort of achievement, then I was being seen, I guess, or something. And then that made things kind of okay. But yeah, at a certain point, you're just like, I wasn't even
there.
I wasn't even there.
Yeah, I get
That's what
it.
it felt like. I felt like
totally.
I got to the end of this touring and I was like,
yeah.
Where am I?
And
Who
it's
am
like,
I?
and then you think, but I should have been like really enjoying this the whole time, but I was just in my head thinking about like either being hard on myself or like
That's what it was.
That's what it is. And then you're not like being really immersed in it, and then it passes you by, and it's like, this is a cool thing. Everyone thinks it's a cool thing, but I wasn't even really there. Like, if I'm really being honest.
Yeah.
And it's hard to separate that, like wanting to do something just right and being present and just letting yourself exist without worrying about doing it bad, you know? Because it's like you still want to be like well represented, but then that's still caring about what other people think, and it's not making you be in the. I think about this stuff a lot too, because I struggle with this stuff too.
Do you?
Yeah. That's how I can read it.
Yeah, no, as you're saying this, I'm like, damn, that's so crazy.
I've had these thoughts too before, because you get really in your head, you beat yourself up all the time.
Yeah, people are like, dude, you're so hard on yourself.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. I feel that some, but it's like, it's the only way I know how. It's like,
it doesn't even feel like you're being hard on yourself when you do it. It just feels like you're being realistic, and you're being like, well, I'm just not an idiot. And you see people all the time that are like not hard on themselves, and then you're like, well, I don't want to be delusional like that, because that's not helping them, you know? So if anything, I err on the side of caution, and I see myself in a little bit worse than what probably is true, just in case, so I can improve from that. Does that make sense?
Fair. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but then you get to these milestones and you're like, why was I stressed out for so long? You know, and then somebody will ask you on a podcast, like, what was your favorite part about touring? And you're like, fuck, I was stressed out the whole time. I can't even remember something. Like, I was doing exactly what I want to be doing, but I was so stressed out. I didn't even like enjoy so much of it. Yeah. And then you're like, fuck.
Well, it's kind of like you get in like kind of this like paddleball match with yourself, or like this, you get in like this what do they call it?
Ping pong?
Yeah, you get in like this ping pong match with yourself. But yeah, I think in the end, it's like, I don't know, it takes focus to like do certain things, and it does take like a lot of self-monitoring and stuff. Like, I grew up with like a lot of self-monitoring, like always kind of monitoring myself. Like, is this okay? Is this okay? Do I seem okay? How do I seem? Am I okay?
Where do you think you got that from? Like,
I think I just didn't have anybody telling me that anything was okay.
So you had to guess, kind of?
Yeah, so constantly guessing. Like, I used to do like things like to soothe myself when I was growing up. Like, I would rock on my bed all the time as a kid. Like, my brother and I's bed were on wheels, and they would wake and in the morning they'd be across the room. Like, we would both have like rocked, and sometimes they would be like kind of like over by, like they were both trying to get out of the room. Like, it was like cars trying to leave. Like, there'd be
traffic
like
jam.
Yeah, traffic jam. I used to walk, like step on certain things, like monitor while I was walking. I used to swallow on both sides of my mouth, like
bite your cheek, kind of. Yeah.
Do certain things because just to create patterns, so things would make sense to me in my life. Like, because I think I just didn't. I had no idea if anything made sense.
Yeah.
And it was harrowing, I think, as a kid, because then you're so you're just, everything's internal. You're like this sort of like a fish that fucking somebody put on some land.
No, I feel like.
And let you be alive.
I feel like I had most of my existential crises as a kid. I feel like people have them as
adults.
What
is existential crisis? You guys bring it up just so we can say it, because I know we say it all the time.
But also, maybe that's not the right word for this, because I was a kid, but I was just had so many questions as a kid, and I was one of those kids that asked questions to my mom all the time, and I'd freak out. I'd throw up sometimes because things didn't make sense. Like, you know,
that sounds like a cartoon character. Sorry.
No, but it didn't like being in space and then black holes, and then I'd worry about a black hole forming right next to the Earth, and my mom wouldn't have the answers. I'm like, but how do you know? Like that can't happen.
Yeah.
And just stuff like that. Yeah. So.
When I heard it, I was worried a black hole that the music would be so loud in there.
In a black hole?
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm going to fucking hate that shit. That's why I did not want to be an astronaut.
That's so funny. That's so autistic You didn't
You
want to
think so?
do it for the loud noises?
Well, just the loud music. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking call the cops. They're gonna come over. Everybody's gonna get pissed. They're gonna make it's gonna be a world star video or whatever. What an existential crisis is. An existential crisis isn't a formal mental health diagnosis. It's a pattern of thoughts and feelings centered on big questions like, who am I? What's my purpose? Does anything really matter? How should I live given that life is finite?
Yeah, that's literally what I would think about as a 5-year-old. And I remember just seeing other kids playing and stuff, and I would just be like, Mom, what's, is the world gonna end? Like just stuff like that. Like,
yeah, I had to worry too early, I think.
I think
When
me
I look
too.
back.
Yeah, worried all the time.
Why do you think you had to do it though?
I don't know. I think I just was curious. I think it comes from curiosity. Isn't curiosity cool? Like it's like so double-edged sword because curiosity makes us want to create and ask things, but then also curiosity is the reason for like, I don't know, bestiality, for example. Right? Because it's like, it's all coming from like a wonder. What if?
Oh yeah, that's true. Bestiality.
That's why the cat, it got killed. It's because of that, because curiosity.
Yeah, I do not want to see that. If they do like a mural of that, I don't want to see it.
Of a cat?
If a cat got killed through bestiality, I'm out.
Yeah.
But
sorry, I don't know how I got down that train of thought.
no worries.
We're talking about being curious, and I don't know why I thought
no worries.
of that.
I don't think we even know what we're talking about, but it's good.
No, we're talking about like.
Do you think we're making any sense at all? You guys think so?
I'm following you, and I think I know what you're saying. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think so.
Are you thinking about the girl in the gym?
No.
Okay. What if this whole time when we were talking, that's just what you were thinking about?
Oh, no. I wouldn't let my brain I don't let my brain just do that anymore. Like I'll try to stay locked. I'm happy to be here with you.
Sometimes I do that and I catch myself. It's like tabs. And then I'm like, okay, don't leave that tab open. Just close that one out. So that way I can come back.
Yeah, I control the tabs.
Yeah.
Every now and then the one of them will get out of hand and I'll have to chase it around the screen and shit.
Yeah, it's like you get a virus.
Yeah.
Every once in a while.
But I control the tabs.
Yeah, it's like a porn pop-up and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, what were we talking about?
We were talking about like as kids just being worriers too soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it. You just find for some reason concern comes in too soon for a kid. And I don't know why that happens.
I think when you're a sensitive kid, that's part of it. Like you're sensitive, so like, but you don't know when you're a kid that you're sensitive. Everybody else tells you you're sensitive, but you don't know what somebody else's experience is and how they're perceiving the world. So you only know like, oh, that really hurt. And everybody seems to not feel that. But to me, it hurt really bad. And now I'm being dramatic and I feel it so much. Or like,
and then you worry something's wrong with you.
Yeah, 100%. I always thought I was so weird. And I always felt like,
dude.
Yeah. Did you feel it like that too?
Oh, I felt like my life was kind of a nightmare when I was a kid. I'm not in any woe is me shit, but shit was kind of a nightmare. And so I thought that the outside is just a reflection of me. Mm-hmm. So I must be a nightmare. Like, if this, because the world just centers around you. You're a kid. That's all you know. So it's like, fuck, if everything's so fucked up out here, then it's a reflection of me. I must be fucked up, Yeah. And that, like, I think when for me, realizing that, well, I think it just like, I don't know, it makes a lot of things, you're going uphill a lot. It's a battle a lot.
Yeah. And I think it's kind of like, when you get older, your taste buds decline. I think when you get older also, like, you get maybe less sensitive because you get more data and you get more used to, like, certain experiences. So then things don't feel as intense. So you're still sensitive now, but probably less than when you were, like, brand new,